Okay, so on the move, I was thinking about this as a business proposal. Imagine you had a space, right? A big space with ample gear. You had lights, you had cameras, you had a fabrication area, you had tools, you had maybe a little kind of a wood shop, and you had computers that were running Dragon. And so what essentially you were was a community-based stop-motion headquarters, like the HQ. And you hosted a website, which was the hub of your stop-motion headquarters. And you had a YouTube channel, a TikTok channel, an Instagram channel. And the YouTube, you would post what was happening. Little docs, little interviews with people that came through, documentaries about filmmakers, time lapse of productions, animators animating, all that stuff. Sort of behind the scenes was one section, and that would be sort of like news documentaries, or BTS, I guess you would call it. And then there'd be another section that would just be like a school, and I would treat the school like a cooking show, really informal. And you ask your friends that have 20, 30 year experience in the industry, and you go, hey, or even 15, 20, 10, 5 years experience, just pros. You say, hey, what do you want to teach? And it's just a little thing, like a tutorial. And they're like, oh, I want to do a tutorial on wire armature techniques, or I want to do a tutorial on animation walks, or I want to do a tutorial on 3-point lighting, or how to program a camera move, or how to sew a jacket for a puppet. And so you bring in these experts in their field, and they teach little tutorials. And over the course of the week, you figure out the script for the tutorial, and then you get what you need as far as camera angles already. You light, you rehearse, you block the tutorial, and then over the course of maybe 2 days, you shoot the tutorial on your main kind of soundstage. And then you edit it and you post it. And it's free, but everything's sort of monetized at this point, because what you're trying to do is drive eyeballs to your studio page. And so what goes on at your studio? Well, independent directors, animators, people find one another, work together in small groups, and create quick turnaround micro shorts. As they come in, and maybe you give them like a 1 or 2 week deadline. First week you just fabricate everything you need. Second week you shoot it. And you have 5 or 6 stages. And you imagine you have 6 stages, or let's say 5. 5's a good number because it goes into 10. So you have 5 stages, pumping out micro shorts twice a month. That's 10 micro shorts a month. Because there's 4 weeks in a month, and you have, every 2 weeks, you have 5 stages producing a short. So that's the lifeblood of your studio. And you ask me, okay, Mish, how do you make money doing this? What's the business plan? Okay, so you got a YouTube channel that has the BTS section. So all these artists that are coming in are interesting. You want to interview them. You want to shoot behind the scenes of them making their micro short. You want to interview all the different department people. What goes into fabricating the character? What goes into, lighting it? What goes into making the artwork for the background? What goes into animating it? Whatever. And these things, they're like 20 seconds. They're like just tiny, short, interesting little animations. And those go up on your Instagram. So your website and your YouTube is where all the, documentaries, BTS, and tutorials are. And then your TikTok and Instagram are where you're just dropping these micro shorts. So micro short after micro short. And then you do little teases of what a behind the scenes, is. I mean, the great thing about Instagram is you have like pages. So it's like you're on, one Instagram post can be several documents. It can be like the micro short, and then you scroll left, and it's a little time lapse of an animator making it, and then you scroll left, and it's a quick little BTS interview. It's like 40 seconds long. You scroll left, and it's some cool behind the scenes photos. So in just one posting, you have all this culture and interest. And then, of course, what you're trying to do is all these promotions is to drive attention to your YouTube channel where you're getting all your monetized. So once you start getting, 40, 50, 60, 100,000 followers, which probably shouldn't happen. It shouldn't take too long to get that because people are interested in new content. If you're producing 10 new pieces of content every month, people are going to be like, yo, what the fuck? And that excitement just starts to boil because, people can't even keep up with all the stuff you're dropping. So micro shorts. And these are all unique, weird, strange, independent people. Well, then you ask, okay, well, how do you get these people in? You can't afford to pay them. No, but you can give them the space to shoot and the gear to shoot free of charge. So you offer it up. You just say, hey, it's almost like offering up a artist retreat. Like, look on these artist retreat websites. People want to do artist retreats. Why? Because they go off into the woods and they make a piece of artwork in this beautiful location on somebody else's property, right? And a lot of artists are willing to pay money for that. Well, here's an artist retreat where you get a shooting, you get a fabrication area, you get a shooting stage, and you get the camera, the computer, and all the gear, like the lights, and maybe even a little team of people to help you make it. And if you want to start your career as an as a director or an animator or just a media maker, and somebody's offering you free shit to make your shit, you're going to jump on it. And if you know you only have 2 weeks to make your short because you're getting kicked out of your shoot space and another person's getting put in, actually it could be 2 weeks overlapping. So it could be 1 week fabrication, and then you bump off of that and you go to your stage and you do 1 week shoot. Well, as soon as you're done with your 1 week fabrication, the next group comes in. So week 2, group 2 is coming in to fabricate and make art. And just then, you're finishing up on your stage, and maybe you bump upstairs and you do a little post, or you edit, or you do some sound or whatever. And group 2 is now moving into their stage. So it's actually, let's see here. No, I mean, it's 5 times 4, that's 20. Oh my God, if it's overlapped, it's exactly 20 shorts a month. If your studio's producing 20 shorts a month, that's every weekday, right? Pretty much. 2, 4, 6, 8, 28. Yeah, it's almost like every single weekday you premiere a new short. Imagine that. And then let's say you have a full-time staff, right? And at first it's just interns. Your full-time staff is people right out of college, interns. And those interns, you train them up to to run BTS, to edit BTS, to run your social media campaign, to run your YouTube channel, to keep the place tidy, to help schedule, to keep supplies, and it's like take out the trash, keep hot glue supplies up, to keep your Zap-A-Gap supplies and your paper supplies and your wood supplies, your lumber, whatever, your paint, because you're offering kind of your basic bunch of supplies to artists coming in. And they have to bring in their own stuff, their own, like, if they're doing loads of shit with clay or whatever, they have to bring in their own shit. But, like, maybe, what do they call it? Expendables, foam core tape, hot glue, that kind of thing, is there. And you have to keep the place tidy. So you train a crew, and then your very best interns you bring on as a full-time staff member. And then that full-time staff member is training your next intern. And you only bring on really, really, really good interns because, every batch of, 5 or 8 interns, you get that one really good one. And you bring the good one in, and you pay them, whatever it is. It's probably minimum wage at the beginning. But they have a job with room to move up. It could be a nonprofit, I don't know. But this thing, this space, the branding keeps getting stronger, the content keeps getting stronger, the community outreach keeps getting stronger, the caliber of work coming out of it keeps getting stronger. The cogs and the wheels and everything gets more lubricated and turns smoother. Projects coming in and out, and then suddenly you have this flow to the space. And you have calendars and charts and scheduling and people kind of coming in and coming out, and all these, like, all the exciting things that happen when artists meet and work around one another. They're shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, working, and inspiring one another. Just a thought. Just a thought. Don't get crazy, just thinking.